This is the 10th season of Nigerian Idol. Please, it is not too early to start tweeting. Use the hashtag Nigerian Idol 1010, all right? On all your socials, Instagram, X, TikTok, what have you. All right, I'm going to start with you, Dr. Bisola. It's the 10th season of the Nigerian Idol, and over the past couple of years, all through when MultiChoice started the Nigerian Idol, it has created such a huge value chain, not just for the contestants and the people that work on the show, but there's a ripple effect in terms of the vendors and all the people that come together to make this such a wonderful show. How does that make you feel?
Me?
Yes.
It's always fulfilling seeing plans being executed to perfection. It's also always very fulfilling being part of a big platform and such a big show as Nigerian Idol that impacts the youth, just provides a platform and an opportunity for the next big star. But as MultiChoice, how it makes us feel, if that's even the correct question to ask, for the platform. We are really committed. We are committed to investing in talent, and that cuts across our different productions, be it Big Brother, be it our reality shows, both scripted and unscripted, our movies. We are really committed to investing in the industry across the whole value chain. So this doesn't only speak to Nigerian Idol, it also speaks to, like you mentioned, the adjacent industries that all feed into the creative system, the creative economy. So as a platform, we are proud once again to be on this journey of the 10th edition of Nigerian Idol, and just seeing how all the contestants who participate in the show, not just the winner, just all the contestants who would show up on screen, the exposure they get, the platform they get, and what they can just do, the opportunities and potentials that exist.
Amazing. Can we give MultiChoice a round of applause? It is not easy. We're talking about lots of money invested over the years. Biggie, I want to, Viola, it's been 3 years. TV keeps coming back. Why do you keep coming back as a sponsor?
Actually, 4 years.
Oh, okay. 4 years.
Yeah. So for us, it's more about the people than the product. And like I said earlier, Nigeria is a country where people feel nothing good can come out of it. And we have a lot of talents in Nigeria. And for us, one thing we stand for is rising up with this young talent and making sure that we walk this journey with them. And that is why we've continually decided to sponsor Nigerian Idol and just be the best partner we can be.
Amazing. Please, can we put our hands together for Biggie? Mr. Yinka, from the marketing and advertising perspective, what value does the show bring, provide for the sponsors?
Thank you so very much. Well, for us, it's no brainer. Well, we took over right account, I think about 5 years ago. One of the things that we told them is that the respect you ask for is usually the one you don't deserve. If you truly deserve it, people your money will take it. And we encourage them to say, let's get on the platform. Let's get on the Nigerian Idol platform to really show people that not just a product that is like a brand that is working on them. And lo and behold, they are paid 5 years down the line. I think the second year, we didn't have to go back to them to do any notification. They were the ones saying we can't afford to do that, Papa. And I think for that, they deserve a round of applause. Well, for one, it's one thing to have even advised clients to say go this route. It's another thing for the client to embrace. But the partners who equally account for a whole lot. MultiChoice, I think they deserve to be commended. Because really, year in, year out, the production could have been amazing with the kind of creativity they bring to play, with the kind of integration they bring to the brand. And for me, it's no brainer. Nigeria as a country, we are blessed with a population of over 230 million people who are energetic, vibrant, and dynamic. It's no mistake. If only we know what we are sitting on. We are sitting on gold mine. And as a brand, if you are smart enough to key to the passion point of people, the rest is history. What we have done simply is just to key to the passion point of the average Nigerian. Nigerians love music, they love entertainment. You say 30 December. Sorry, who says January cannot be dirty? Who says February cannot be the dirtiest? For us as a brand, it's paid off tremendously for the brand. And lo and behold, we hope and pray other brands see that big picture and key to it.
Yes. And we promise you from April 20th, it's going to be the dirtiest of them all. So expect dirty April, dirty May up to July. Amazing. So I'm going to go over to the man who makes the legend. Yes, I grew up listening to you as a wild child.
Don't do that.
I shouldn't.
We grew up around the same time.
Okay, sorry, I forgot. You're Gen Z. You're Gen Z. So you're ever dynamic. When I introduced you, I said you're a new host because you're always fresh. You're always new to me. You know, you're always new to the viewers. What should we expect? It's season 10. It's your 5th time doing this back to back. Yes.
First of all, I want to say a big thank you to the channel for bringing me back, African Magic, to Multi-Choice. Having been involved with the channel for so many years, I know what it is to be on a platform like this, you know, and how this isn't just another show, it changes lives, you know. I don't consider myself just a presenter on the show, I'm a beneficiary of the investments of African Magic and Multi-Choice in Nigeria. And you know, without a doubt, Multi-Choice is the biggest investor in Nollywood and TV, film, and I dare say, to some extent, even music across Africa. I stand to be corrected. I'll give you a keypad. And to be called back for a 5th time is a huge compliment to say, you know, that we still value the relationship, and I feel very honored to be here. Also, we appreciate Biggie for jumping on this with us for a 5th time. The work they've done in Nigeria is undeniable. You know, their impact and how they've taken over different regions of the country that were underserved before, and how if you go to most hotels now, wherever you look, you find Biggie products there because their impact and, like you said, their success is completely undeniable. The respect has definitely come into play. So it's beautiful to be on the platform, standing next to the brands, and doing this again. For me, the 5th season is going to be just as incredible as the first 4, but even more so, because we've, as a channel, as the product, Nigerian Idol, we've seen that this isn't just a music show anymore. It's about people's lives. So there's a very deliberate effort from African Magic to impact the lives of the people, not just during the show, but even post the show. So you'll find that a lot of human elements have been taken to a whole new level on this season. I think it is going to be a life-changing experience for all the people who participate, not just the person who wins.
All right. That is so true. I mean, we have the living testaments here. Oh, I just see Zadok. Please, can we give it up for Zadok? Zadok had his show sometime last year, I believe, or early this year. Last year, December. Amazing. And that's, I mean, look at, he didn't even win the show. That's the thing. And look at him. Look at him today. Please, can we give it up for Zadok? So we're going to quickly take 2 questions, just 2 questions. If you have any questions for the panel, just quickly take the mic, introduce yourself, the media house you're representing, and yeah. Okay. Eniola from Guardian, I believe. All right. That's it. Please just raise your hand so that.
Good afternoon. Doctor, good afternoon. My first question is to you. We're expecting a decade to be different. What are you doing differently, marking a decade in the game? And to begin, what kind of visibility has a Nigerian Idol brought to your brand? And Ike, your lucky charm. How do you get this back to back? And what are you bringing to the game this season?
All right. Wow, that was 3 in 1 question. It was supposed to be just 3. Okay. Let's take another one so we can just compile the responses. Yes. Let's take another question. All right.
Last question. I'm going to ask what's the biggest goal and priority for Nigerian Idol at 10? Because it's been 10 years. You've done this for a decade now, and obviously you're not new to the game anymore. What's the biggest goal right now that you want to achieve?
All right. Any other questions? Yes.
The judges that we have introduced, Rick, Hassani, and Omaomi, and of course our host IK. And we will unveil the new judge in a few minutes, so that's new. But we are celebrating 10 years. 5 years of our production, but 10 years in the market. So regardless, it's 10 years of Nigerian Idol, regardless of who has produced it, in the market, shaping narratives and giving platform to the young talent. That really is our goal. And going into the next question, that is our goal this season. 1, to impact. 2, to thoroughly entertain. I think that our viewers will be thoroughly entertained this season. We've had fantastic talent come through in the auditions, and the production team have a few tricks up their sleeves. If you've watched the previous seasons, you know that a lot of the episodes are carefully curated and are usually very emotional, nostalgic. So just expect a bit more of that this season as we look back on the last few years. You know, we had touch points across people who have been on the show, the kind of music. We will be telling the story of Nigerian Idol from inception in this season. So it promises to be an engaging and enlightening season. For the question on the open call, I think it's a really simple answer, and I'd say it's for reach. When you have an open call and you ask everyone to come to one venue, you immediately restrict a lot of people. Not many people can travel down to the locations, the physical locations physically, and you do not then want to segregate people because they cannot travel down for an audition. So whilst we also enjoyed the energy that came with the physical auditions, we prioritized reach over that. Because what that then does when you make it digital is someone sitting in Kaduna can send in their entry. Someone sitting in Taraba can send in their entries. It's from the pool of entries we get online that we then invite people in physically for the next phase of the auditions. But the first phase for now will remain open online, just so that we can have the reach and exposure.
Okay. I think our brand manager, Lily, should take her question. Viola?
Okay, so I think your question was, what's the visibility Nigerian Idol has created for the brand? I think it's very simple. Multi-choice is a really big platform, the biggest actually, and to have that much reach, that much audience, just interacting with your brand for 4 months, I'm not sure what else you want to do that year that beats that. It's a lot of eyeball, it's a lot of engagement, it creates top of mind awareness for your brand. Yes, well, everywhere with them, we want to be able to speak different languages to the customers too. And again, for the visibility, these are our greatest visibilities here. Talent, because that is what we are after. We are after the people, we are after the minds, we are after the art of consumers, and not just, yes, it's about the product too, but then we're more concerned about the art of people than the product.
Amazing. Please can we put our hands together for our sponsor, BB? Yes, please.
Now, when I talk about visibility, I must contend that the impact of multi-choice go beyond the choice of Nigeria. I'm aware of the fact that one of the trips that the managing director Right Food made to Dubai and South Africa, it was a need when he introduced himself, and the managing director of Right Food, oh, because of Biggie. We saw it on Nigeria, where is the product here? That gives opportunity for brand extension, and it's been amazing.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yinka. And now, the hosts, IK Osakioduwa.
You won't get this job. I see your audition. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do.
But nobody can do. But nobody can do the job as well as you do.
I see you here, and I love you. Please put your hands together for Hero. He's a phenomenal host, entertaining, quick-witted, very fast, very gifted, and he can MC any show. If you have shows, book him. And if you don't know his number, book him through me. I have his account details.
That's my boss.
I'll forward the money. All right, so speaking about, I'm just going to jump on your question as well, the open call auditions. You've got to appreciate the fact that the channel has made it easy, and removed the bottleneck of the chore of auditioning. Sitting on the outside of a show like this, You don't know what it is to audition, to come and wait in the sun. You know, there isn't enough car park in any company to take the numbers of people that will come. We've had those open auditions in the past, and people, fine boys and fine girls, there's no makeup that can survive the hours you will wait for your turn to come. So you have to really appreciate the fact that the channel has thought about the comfort of the people who are coming out and given the opportunity for them to just send in your audition digitally, you know, electronically, made it easy for them. There is value, like she said, we miss the vibe of the open auditions as well. But you've got to appreciate the comfort they provided by making it easy. You don't need to know anybody, you don't need to travel from one state to the other, book a hotel, just on a possibility. Just send in an audition and it's really easy. So if there's anybody sitting at home wondering why they haven't come on Nigerian Idol, it's more likely that you haven't just taken that extra step to send the video in. It's really simple. All right, why do I keep coming back, or rather you asked, how do I keep getting it? My brother, I stay hungry, you know. Hunger is not a state of lack, it's a state of mind, you know. So I stay hungry. I'm supportive of all the young presenters coming in the game. I'll always be there to root for them and to cheer them on and hope they get more money and more opportunities. But if you're coming for something I'm doing, you better work hard, because I work the hours, I put in the hours with the show, I live the brand, I'm involved with the contestants, I know who they are, I make sure I live the brand, I know who they are, I know where they are, and I'm with this program from the start to the end. I'm not just hosting it, coming in and just swinging a few sweet words together. I try to be the most knowledgeable person about any show I'm hosting, from start to finish. You know, so it makes it easy for the channel and for the brand to want to relate with you.